With measures pending in the House and Senate, it seems sooner rather than later, the FDA could begin regulating tobacco products. And Big Tobacco says it welcomes that. In fact, the nation's biggest tobacco company is spending hundreds of millions of dollars to build a lab they hope will produce a slew of new products that will qualify for FDA approval. It's hard to believe. So could we really see an FDA-approved cigarette? Joining us now is Patrick Reynolds of tobaccofree.org. Patrick, thanks for being here. First of all, I want to talk about your name and your family history. You're tied to the R.J. Reynolds, the cigarette R.J. Reynolds.
My grandfather founded the company in 1875, but my father, R.J. Reynolds Jr., died from smoking. And I get to make a difference doing this work. I've been doing it for 20 years. I run the Foundation for a Smoke-Free America and the website. And it's a privilege to get to make a difference in this way. I'm devoted to the cause and against the tobacco industry and no connection to them.
Yeah, what about this story about a safer cigarette and possible FDA approval of one?
Well, how much safer would this cigarette really be? I mean, it takes 20 years, 20 to 30 years to get the disease smoking causes, so we will not have reliable data for decades. And is it going to be 5% safer, 50% safer? Is this a little bit like maybe jumping off the 10th floor instead of jumping off the 20th floor? To tell smokers that, hey, this is a safer cigarette, and to get the FDA to agree with it? I don't think the tobacco industry or Phillip Morris has a whole lot of credibility with the FDA or with the scientific community.
Now, the cigarette makers are saying that and Phillip Morris in particular says that the company believes regulation would also bring predictability and clear standards for the tobacco industry, saying that you're going to, there it is, Phillip Morris believes regulation of tobacco products by the Food and Drug Administration would establish a comprehensive national tobacco policy that could potentially create a competitive framework with manufacturers focused on reducing the harm tobacco use causes. So basically they're saying this is better than nothing. What do you say to that?
Well, is it going to be 5% safer, 20% safer? Smoking kills 40% of all the people who smoke, and really the only safe alternative to this is to quit. And you know, we are now moving into a smoke-free society. Philip Morris's days are numbered. 20 states have now banned smoking in all bars and restaurants statewide. 18 of them did it in the last 4 years alone. So we're in a tidal wave of smoking bans. There's just no question about the danger of secondhand smoke. The tobacco industry is on the way out, and it's our kids who are starting. And whatever we can do to keep our kids off smoking, that's where we need to focus our attention. And developing a safer cigarette, frankly, is probably you know, the so-called fluff public relations on the part of Philip Morris, and it's just a waste of their money. And we won't have the results for many decades to come. The smoke-free society is coming. Philip Morris, watch out.
Okay, Patrick Reynolds, thanks so much for your time. His website, tobaccofree.org. Thank you. We should point out that we did ask cigarette makers to come on this show. They did. Phillip Morris did give us that quote, but they did not want to appear.